achieved.
All right, welcome in to Studio Day Heffrey, everybody, and welcome. Today we preview Cowboys versus Lions. Myles Garrett should be suspended 6 games, if you're wondering. The record for on-field is 5. Let him set the new record. You're not allowed to swing a helmet at a guy who doesn't have his helmet on. It's messed up, man. Even if he did, mess with your helmet first. You can't try to decapitate a guy with a helmet, Myles. He seems like such a sweet man, too. That's why I cut him a break. Otherwise, I'd be like, hey, how about a year? But I think Myles Garrett's a sweet man. 6 games. All right, thanks. Okay, now, Cowboys-Lions. The way I like to do the previews is 4-point process. Number 1, who has the advantage when the Cowboys run the ball? Number 2, who has the advantage when the Cowboys throw the ball? Number 3, who has the advantage when the Lions run the ball? Who has the advantage when the Lions throw the ball? So here we go. We will start with the Dallas Cowboys when they have the ball. And when the Cowboys try to run, you have to, hey, check your sports emotion at the door, by the way, because you're going to be like, oh, they couldn't run it. They can't run it. They can't run it. The Detroit Lions, that defensive front, they do have Trey Flowers. They do have Mike Daniels. Devin Kennard has played okay this year. Their linebackers are not good. So the Cowboys even down Connor Williams with Xavier Su'a-Filo playing. The advantage is to the Cowboys when they run the ball. They're a good running team. I won't call the Cowboys a great running team at this point in the year, but I will call them a good running team. And the matchup that they get when they're running against the Detroit Lions is one that favors Zeke and Du Bois. When the Cowboys throw the ball, here's a shocker. It's advantage Cowboys. The best passing offense in the league by some measures, the Dallas Cowboys, with MVP candidate Dak Prescott going up against Darius Slay, can still play pretty well. Slay's a pretty good corner. But the rest of them, Justin Coleman, not great. Rashawn Melvin, not good. In their safeties, it's Will Harris, not very good. C.J. Moore, not very good. You could absolutely shred the Lions. This is one of those weeks where if they let me be Kellen Moore, I'd have a big old backbone, and I'd be like, JG, shut up, I got this. And I'd call pass plays on every play until they gave me like a 4-man box, and I would just shred the Detroit Lions because their defense is not very good when you look at the individual players that are responsible for stopping the pass. So when the Cowboys run the ball, advantage Cowboys. When the Cowboys throw the ball, advantage Cowboys. Let's go to the Detroit Lions. Here's the interesting part. Right now, they've got J.D. McKissick at running back without Kerryon Johnson, and he's a little scat back kind of guy. You know, your little 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", 195-pounder. They got a little guy back there, but he's got some juice. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry since he's been in there, and he's got some juice. And their offensive line is better than people give it credit for. Frank Ragnow, the center out of Arkansas, has been good. Taylor Decker, the left tackle, has been good. Graham Glasgow out of Michigan has been good. Left guard and right tackle are their weak spots, but they've got 3 good offensive linemen and none that are total train wrecks. The right tackle is the closest thing to a train wreck, but none that are total train wrecks. So I actually have to say, until the Cowboys defense proves otherwise, I know they stopped the run well against the New York Giants, but even then it left gaping opportunities for Daniel Jones when he pulled the ball. I think the Cowboy linebackers are too susceptible to any sort of action pre-snap. I think they take the cheese. I think Jalen's got a change of direction problem. I think all of them have an issue with aggressively hitting the hole, except on pass plays. Then they aggressively hit the hole when it's not a run play. But in this situation, I'm actually going to say it's advantage Detroit Lions when they run the ball because the Cowboys' defensive front outside of Tank Lawrence and sometimes Michael Bennett playing the run, they've got a lot to prove. We're 9 weeks into the year, and they still have a lot to prove outside of Tank Lawrence as run defenders. And these defensive tackles have to do a better job of giving the linebackers a chance to get to the ball freely, and the linebackers have to do a better job of avoiding blocks at the second level. So they got a lot of things going on with the run defense. Advantage Lions when they run. When the Lions throw the ball, check this out. If Matt Stafford were playing, this would be a bad matchup for the Cowboys. I would not worry about Byron Jones covering either Marvin Jones or Kenny Golladay. They're both full-size guys, And I think that's the kind of guy I like to have Byron Jones matched up against because he can sort of out-athlete them. His issue is with Stephon Diggs. When they had a couple of third downs and they just went one-on-one, Stephon Diggs against Byron Jones, Stephon Diggs won because those quick, shifty, great route runners are what you worry about more against Byron. The big guys, I don't worry about Byron. I do worry about Cheeto against size because they will, or if Stafford were playing, they would go down the field. They've been going down the field a ton this year to Galladay, to Marvin Jones, and those guys can go make a play on the ball. And Cheeto has a bad tendency of not finding said ball. So I would be really worried. And I didn't even mention Danny Amendola, who's having a nice year in the slot for them, or TJ Hawkinson, who's a monster at tight end. So they have an awesome assortment of offensive weapons. The problem is that Jeff Driscoll is the one throwing to them instead of Matt Stafford. So I'm going to go when the Lions throw advantage Cowboys, only because I think that quarterback is limited. You will have to keep track of him on the ground, though, because Jeff Driscoll will run some zone read. He will keep it. He is a decent little athlete. He can run around with the ball a little bit. But as far as throwing the ball, I don't think Jeff Driscoll is going to kill you through the air, but the weapons that he has to throw to absolutely give him a chance to. So there you have it. It's official. By a score of 3-1, the Cowboys have the advantage in 3 of those 4 phases. Thankfully, we don't count special teams. The Cowboys have the worst special teams unit in all of the NFL, unfortunately. But there you go. Quick little Cowboys-Lions preview. I'm going to go Cowboys 30, Lions 20 as my official prediction. And I'll see you guys on G-Bag Nation. Make sure you're subscribed, youtube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh, and check 1053thefan.com every day. Love you.